So, a few years ago, I bought a Logitech Bluetooth receiver. This was a little device that I plugged into my audio mixer and allowed my speakers behind me to be Bluetooth enabled. So instead of just having my Mac hardwired to the speakers, I could also have a wireless signal from my phone. And that was a great idea and I was really happy about that. But the Logitech receiver I bought, I spent like 40 bucks on it, I think, and it wasn't what I wanted. It has its quirks and all, and because of that, I haven't used it. But I think I just found a device that might fix all that. So the new device I found is called the LoomSync Bluetooth Transmitter and Receiver. And before I get into the design and all that, let me break down what it does. So the LoomSync Bluetooth Transmitter and Receiver does two things. First, the transmitter will let me plug in an old iPod or something to it that does not have Bluetooth capability, and it'll take the audio that the iPod's playing and transmit it to a Bluetooth signal, so then a Bluetooth speaker can receive it and play the music. On the other end, the receiver portion of this device will take a Bluetooth signal from my phone and will send it to actual speakers with a wire. So now I basically am turning my speakers behind me into Bluetooth speakers. So I hope I didn't lose you there because I'd like to go over the design of this. This is a really small little receiver and it's all made out of aluminum as well as a little bit of plastic on it. But overall it feels really sturdy and looks relatively nice. It has a nice weight to it. It seems like, this device, they spent some time designing it. On the front there is a circular button that looks kind of like an iPhone button, but there's no Touch ID on it, so don't try. But if you do click it, it is a battery indicator. It'll tell you how charged the battery is. Because yes, there is a little battery inside this, which makes it very nice for portability. But so looking at the top of this device, there's 3 ports. In the middle is a micro USB. This is so I can charge the battery. And then on the left side is a 3.5mm jack for the transmitter. And then on the right side is another 3.5mm jack, but this is for the receiver. What is actually kind of nice is this device is always off until you plug in a 3.5mm cord to it. So right now it's off, and if I plug in this cord to the transmitter, now it's activating as a transmitter. It'll take a few seconds to turn on. Now to let you know what this device comes with, yes, there's the device itself. It also comes with a 3.5mm jack as well as an adapter for RCA outputs, and also of course a micro USB. But so overall you're seeing that so far I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, the design's really nice, there's some nice features and whatnot implemented, but how does it actually perform? Does it sound decent? Well, when I was testing it out with the receiving portion, this is when the Bluetooth signal is going to it and then to the speakers, I noticed that the sound is pretty decent. There's a very slight difference in bass tones I noticed, but it's not really that noticeable, and overall, it still has some pretty good quality audio. On the other hand, the transmitter is a little bit more iffy. When I did use the transmitter, first I was very surprised to see that I turned on this device and I turned on my Bluetooth speaker, and it actually synced up pretty quickly. It took like 20-30 seconds, but I was surprised that it figured out what Bluetooth device to use because there's a decent amount of Bluetooth devices in this room. But now when I did play music from my phone, using this as a transmitter to a Bluetooth speaker, I noticed that the speaker quality wasn't that great because of the transmitter. I mean, it sounded pretty decent, but I noticed that if you turn the volume up too much on your phone, it was very easy for the audio to get distorted. Now, this is only for the transmitter. For the receiver portion, that was fine, but for the transmitter, when you're transmitting from a device that's not capable of Bluetooth to a Bluetooth speaker, sound quality was a little not ideal. Despite me saying that the transmitter isn't great, I do overall like this product, but the one issue I do have is the range, and I've had this issue with a lot of Bluetooth devices. This device doesn't really work that great if you're more than, I'm going to say, 20 feet away from it, which is a little bit weaker than standard Bluetooth devices. Even outside when there's no interference of walls or anything, after stepping away roughly 20 feet or so from this device, I did notice that the audio was cutting in and out a little bit. So unfortunately, this isn't going to be perfect if you're in an environment with a lot of walls or if you want to get relatively far from it. But with all that said, what are my final thoughts on it? It's a well-designed product, the receiver's good, transmitter's a little iffy, but for only 30 bucks, I'm relatively happy with this product, and I really only use this at my desk, and my phone isn't really going to be going far from it, so I can see myself definitely using this in the future. As long as you're not going to have to really go far away from it, I would say this is a pretty good product to get. I'd recommend it. It's only $30 on Amazon, so I recommend it, as long as you're not going too far from it. Besides that, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about this product or anything, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, I'm Eric. This is the channel. Woo, I don't know what I'm saying. I am just going to sign out. See you in the next one, guys.